Welcome in, quick hitters. Well, before we get started, happy Father's Day weekend. Happy Juneteenth. Well, it looked like we had a Blockbuster trade over the weekend, or at least Sunday. So yes, this is another quick hit spotlight. Bradley Beal traded from the Washington Wizards to the Phoenix Suns. So we got a big three in Phoenix now. They offloaded Chris Paul, Landry Shamet to the Washington Wizards. And the first thing I was thinking when this happened, when I heard Chris Paul going to the Washington Wizards, I was like, Washington Wizards, Chris Paul?
Oh, that's not good.
This stage in his career, his age, his injuries, I don't think he wants to go to Washington. I think he wants to be in the dance. But then I heard a third team was involved in the trade, and I was like, okay, that makes sense, which is the Clippers. Now, he used to play for the Clippers, so he'll be reuniting with them. Everything goes through, so that's not bad. He'll fit right in with the Clippers. They got plenty people on IR every year themselves, so he'll fit right in. Matter of fact, they need to change their team to the injured reserves because Chris Paul, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, those guys are always on the injury list. So yeah, so happy Juneteenth, happy Father's Day. Hope everybody had a good time and ate well. So hope everything's good. All right, well, let's get into this article. Bradley Beal, quick hit spotlight. Say Bradley Beal trade, winners and losers. Suns add another star as the Heat miss out. Chris Paul moving again. And it's key because they said the Heat missed out, which they came very close. There was in deals making trying to get Bradley Beal. And, of course, the other guys, Damian Lillard, a few names that we're trying to pick up. I think we just missed Bradley Beal just by a slight. But him going to the Phoenix Suns, do I think that's a good trade? It depends on Bradley Beal. What is his mind coming in? Because like I said, that's a lot of firepower. You got, not Chris Paul, but you got Devin Booker, you got Kevin Durant, and now you added Bradley Beal. It's only one basketball. The only way I can see this work is Bradley Beal come over there with his ears and eyes open. Gonna have to take a back seat, in my opinion. There's a lot of firepower in that offense. I think he needs to play more of a, so to speak, James Harden role, where he just comes in and sets up his teammates, attack when he has the opportunity. But I think if he comes in trying to hoist shots, which you know Devin Booker, he likes to shoot and play aggressive along with Kevin Durant, I don't think it's going to work. So I think Bradley Beal is the one that's going to have to take that back seat and just come in and facilitate, set up the offense. He'll have opportunities where he can score and be aggressive. And most of the time that's going to come when Devin Booker or Kevin Durant is on the bench, or you might have some foul trouble, or it might run a few sets where, you know, they're resting and they'll say, hey, go ahead and make something happen for us. I think he will have those opportunities, but I think him averaging probably 18, 20 points will be good. If he can average about 18 or 20 a game with this fire squad, is what I call them, another big three. We haven't heard big three in a long time. So I think it's a all right pickup. But if guys out there trying to hunt down shots and depend on the defense, and I don't think they have their roster set yet. I know they're still going to be making some moves. But right now for the Phoenix Suns, I think it was a good pickup. They got rid of their coach, Monty Williams. He's in Detroit now. So they're really looking for a rebuild. And getting their hands on Bradley Beal is pretty big. The only question I have with Bradley Beal is that, to me in Washington, and it's easy playing for Washington Wizards when you're losing almost every game and expected to lose, but it just seemed like losing didn't bother him too much when they was going through those slides in Washington for those many years. It seemed like he got accustomed to it. And trust me, you can get accustomed to it. If you start losing on a regular basis every season, it just seems like another game. And he just had those looks on his face. And I think changing scenery, getting on a squad that's going to be deep into the playoffs, actually having a legitimate run to a championship, I think that's going to change his mindset. And he's going to be competing more, wanting to win and not lose. So I think that had a big factor in it, where he was playing at with Washington. But yeah, but he can show that he wants to win. He'll fight for it. It's going to be a good pickup for them. Like I said, their roster's still incomplete. It's going to be some more moves. They got some drafts coming up. So we'll see where this team is at once they get completed. Let's get into this article. The Phoenix Suns and the Washington Wizards pulled off a blockbuster deal on Sunday as the Wizards sent star guard Bradley Beal to Phoenix in exchange for Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, multiple second-round picks, and multiple pick swaps. The deal should help Phoenix on its quest to land the first title in franchise history, while the Wizards will now press the start button after moving on from the Beal era. Now, we don't know about a quest to land the first title in franchise history. That's a little bit, but yeah, making the playoffs, getting into the hunt, just like you did last year. They'll be there, and they'll have an opportunity. Like I said, it depends on the roles. When a team gets complete, what's Bradley Beal role's going to be? Is he going to play point guard? I mean, it's a possibility. You need to think about that unless they plan on picking somebody else up to play point guard. But I'm thinking Bradley Beal come in, play that point guard role, setting everything up, be aggressive when he needs to be aggressive. I think it could work out. You know, they want to do the winners and losers, but they got the winner, Bradley Beal, here. Say, after spending the entirety of his career to this point in Washington on a Wizards team that was never able to advance past the second round and was never really a legitimate contender in the Eastern Conference, Beal should now get an opportunity to truly contend on a team with the legitimate championship aspirations, legacies are cemented in the postseason. But Beal has appeared in just 11 total playoff games since 2017 on a Suns squad alongside Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. He should get more of an opportunity to showcase his game on a bigger stage. I agree with that. I mean, he's been down so long in Washington. Now people are going to start to see him more, watch his game, see what he got to offer. He'll be on the big stage. No doubt about that. And he's a great talent. Don't get me wrong. Beal got game. It's about just getting him with a winning squad and see how his mind can get conditioned to winning, not accepting losing. Because in Washington, he was accepting losing. He did what he can do. But if it was me, he should have ruffled a little feathers a little more, maybe even sooner in his tenure there. Try to make some changes happen. Called a few people out at the post-game conference or something like that just to ruffle it up. But it seemed like he was just like, well, I did what I can do, so whatever happens, happens. But just hopefully that attitude don't stick with him going to Phoenix. Because like I said, if they can mesh real well, everybody get along, this could work out. You got to take what you can get. And any player that's disgruntled, unhappy on your team, and if I'm an owner, I don't want you to be here either. Go out there and explore and, you know, better your chances of winning a ring. We'll rebuild here and do what we got. So, yeah. You don't never want a player to stay on your team if he don't want to be there. That's common sense. I don't care how good you are. You don't want to play for my team. See you. Hit the road.
Oh, that's not good.
So, yeah, man. I just want to come in real quick. Y'all tell me what y'all think on it. Y'all think this was a good trade or not? To me, for it working, still remains to be seen. Still got to get this roster together. Got to see them out there playing a little bit, you know, in the preseason and, you know, training camp and all this other stuff that comes up. So what we're hearing about this team, Kevin Durant, I don't think he has a problem with it. Devin Booker, I don't think they do. I mean, they want to win as well. They want some more rings. At least, you know, KD. Devin Booker haven't gotten a ring yet. Pretty sure he wants to get a ring. Bradley Beal should be hungry. He finally got on a contender. Go out there and fight for it. So everybody should be happy. Now, far as, you know, filling out the roles, you know, they'll have to do that. But I think Bradley Beal, out of the three, Bradley Beal should be the one to take that back seat. He's the new guy in. He's been used to losing. KD is already solidified. Devin Booker's already solidified. So let this guy come on in and just be a part of the puzzle and see what you can do with it. But I think it could work out. And y'all let me know what y'all think on it. But yes, Bradley Beal is headed to Phoenix from the Washington Wizards. And Chris Paul going back to the Clippers, reuniting with them. Landry Shamet. So, like I say, call that team the injured reserves, the Clippers, because they got plenty of it. They're going to have at least one or two players miss 50 games plus every season. And Chris Paul just falling right into that. They can't seem to keep Kawhi Leonard healthy. Paul George, he misses a handful of games coming in now. So you really want to take this team serious, the Clippers, but it's hard to, man. Because if Kawhi Leonard can play at least, we're not going to say 82 games. I think that's over for him. But if he can play 68 maybe, I don't know, 56, 60, Mike can do something. But of course, that will have to come on the back end. You don't expect him to start the season that way, because I think leading up throughout the season, you know, he's going to miss games here and there. You want to keep him fresh, but you want him to finish strong. You want him to finish strong down the stretch. That's what you want for Kawhi Leonard. Great talent. We all know that. He probably could be top 5 best in the league when healthy. But like we always say, availability is the key. If you're not available, don't matter how great you are. So thanks for y'all time. Like I say, Juneteenth, Father's Day, enjoy. And this is Goodwin Sports Quick Hits, and we out of here. Peace.
Goodwin.